Hello everyone, this is Sebastian with Oracle Analytics. With Oracle Analytics, I hope to provide information regarding major stock market indices. In my videos, I will be analyzing SPY, QQQ, and IWM. Before I get started, I would like everyone to familiarize themselves with this disclaimer. Now without further ado, let's get started. Today was a bullish day for the SPY. We saw recovery from yesterday's lows, opening at 465.23. We closed the day at 469.75. We bounced healthily off this lower support trend line and remained in the channel, as we can see here. Due to the narrowing figure of this channel, it is expected that we may reach the top of this channel sooner than later. Based on prior price movement, this top channel might be reached within 5 weeks, perhaps even sooner. Keep in mind, however, that there is a FOMC meeting at January 26 through 27. This may bring volatility and uncertainty into the market. Taking a closer look at the daily chart, we can see that today's recovery comes off as no surprise. We saw similar price action before Christmas around December 20 and December 21. Today's price action brought us into the range of this price channel here, where you could see support being touched here, 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 and here. Now that we are within this price range, we may see choppy sideways movement until we either break below 466 and retest the support trend line once more, or break above 470 and move on to the previous all-time high and then possibly even new all-time highs after that. Looking at the hourly chart, we can see that today's recovery was not without struggle. Early in the morning, bears applied selling pressure at resistance. The price was pushed down from 465 all the way down to daily lows of about 462. However, buyers stepped in and allowed for continued bullish activity throughout the day. By closure, we had closed above this downward sloping trend line, which signifies continued bullish activity for the coming days. Our next target is about 470, where we can see previous all-time high closures here and here. Past 470, we may see the 475 range and the high 470s. I expect that we may test 480 soon, hover below it before breaking above and reaching new all-time highs towards the high 480s and the low 490s. Bullish stock market recovery has not only affected SPY but also QQQ as well. Today, we broke above our resistance trend line, which constituted the previous all-time high at September. We now find ourselves within this channel, where we may see choppy sideways action much like the SPY until we either break below 381 and return to this support trend line, or until we break 398 and the key psychological 400 level and then see new all-time highs. The new all-time highs may see a price target in the high 420s, possibly even the low 430s as we move into 2022. This daily chart corroborates the conclusions derived from our analysis of the 1-week chart. We broke out of this critical all-time high level, and now we are en route to approaching this key 390 to 392 level up here, where we see a lot of contact points and a lot of activity. This represents our next resistance, above which we may see the high 390s and the 400s. Be careful, however, if we break below our 382 support. If we break below our 382 support, we may yet see another retest of this bottom support trend line. Looking at the hourly chart of the QQQ, there's not much more I could say without getting repetitive. I'll keep things simple and point out our major target of about 390 to 392. I anticipate that we may see some consolidation around this region due to activity around here and here. Moving on to the Russell 2000, we can see that the IWM bounced nicely off of our channel bottom. We can see that price action is rapidly approaching our downward resistance trend line shown here. Within several weeks, I anticipate that we will break above this trend line and make another run towards the 230s and perhaps even seek a new all-time high above 240. The daily chart really puts things into perspective. Yesterday, I showed an inverse head and shoulder pattern that could potentially form. Today, we see this pattern forming, and assuming we maintain volatility, we may reach the top of this trend line within this week. After breaching this trend line, we may then see a retest of this neckline up here at 226. Breaking above this neckline should result in a quick gap fill at 229, followed by bullish price action towards our channel top at 233 to 234. Above 233 and 234, we may see another bull run on the IWM as we approach the previous all-time high and potentially even exceed it. Analyzing the hourly chart, we can see that, as with SPY and QQQ, IWM also had a similar rough early morning. However, buyers stepped in and brought bullish momentum that continued for the rest of the day. We can see here that we broke above our 217 resistance trend line and even retested it towards market close. I anticipate that we may see sideways movement within this price channel between 217 and 220 before seeing decisive movements toward our upper trend line at about 221 to 222. This concludes my analyses for today. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening and have a bullish day.